When you step outside your front door and walk down the street, the ground under your feet feels perfectly flat. And unless there's an earthquake, it feels completely stationary. It feels so flat, in fact, that 500 years ago, even the most experienced sailors were convinced the world was shaped like a giant dinner plate. They were terrified that if they sailed too far in one direction, their ships would simply tumble right off the edge into nothingness. But a Portuguese explorer named Ferdinand Magellan decided to test that idea. He took a ship and started sailing continuously in a single direction. After 3 long years, instead of falling off an edge, his crew arrived right back at the exact same spot where they had started. To see how that's possible, we have to leave the ground behind. If we fly straight up, high above the clouds, and all the way out into the darkness of space, the illusion disappears. Because our planet is so massive compared to a single person walking on its surface, the curve is impossible to see from the ground. But from out here, we can see the truth. We are all passengers riding together on a round blue spaceship. This giant round spaceship is in constant motion. This spinning motion is called rotation. Think of a spinning top on a table. Just like that top, the Earth turns around an invisible line running straight through its center from top to bottom. We call that line its axis, and it sits at a slight tilt. Because of this rotation, we experience daytime and nighttime. As the planet turns, the side facing the sun is bathed in light, making it day. The side facing away from the sun is hidden in the planet's own shadow, making it night. It takes exactly 24 hours for the Earth to complete one full spin. Every time you wake up to a new morning, your side of the spaceship has just turned back to face the warm light. While the Earth is spinning, it is also taking a very different kind of journey. This trip is called revolution. The Earth glides along a fixed, invisible track in space that loops entirely around the sun. We call that path an orbit. This trip is massive. It takes 1 whole year to finish a single lap. Because of the way the Earth is tilted on its axis as it makes this journey, different parts of the planet get different amounts of sunlight at different times, giving us our seasons. So our home is always performing 2 dances at the same time, a daily spin that gives us morning and night, and a yearly glide around the sun that brings summer heat and winter cold. Let's fly a little closer to the surface again. When you look at our planet from space, the color blue dominates the view. Those massive blue areas are our oceans. They are vast, deep bodies of water that spread out to cover roughly 2/3 of the entire globe. There are exactly 5 of these oceans. Going from the largest to the smallest, they are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, and the icy Arctic Ocean at the very top. The Indian Ocean is particularly special to us. It is the 3rd largest ocean in the world, and it sits directly beneath us. It is the only ocean on Earth named after a specific country, India. Scattered across those oceans are enormous patches of green, brown, and white. We call these massive pieces of land continents. Think of them as giant puzzle pieces resting on the surface. There are 7 of these continental puzzle pieces in total, coming in many different shapes and sizes. The largest piece of land on the planet is the continent of Asia. And if you look at the southern edge of this massive continent, you will find our home. India is found here, located securely within the borders of Asia. While those 7 landmasses provide the solid ground where we build our homes, the 5 oceans flowing between them connect the whole puzzle together. There is one fact that makes our spaceship more significant than any other. Out of all the planets we have ever explored, Earth is the only one we know that can hold life. Plants, animals, and humans can thrive here because Earth sits at the perfect distance from the sun, not too hot and not too cold. We have plenty of breathable air, and we have an abundance of precious liquid water. Let's bring our journey to a close and glide down through the clouds, to the air we breathe and the ground we walk on. Down here, the streets are busy, and the ground still feels motionless beneath us. But you now carry a global perspective of the world you are standing on. The next time you watch the sunset, remember that you are riding on a magnificent, spinning blue globe, and it is up to all of us to protect our only home.